Why should you hire a cannabis attorney? My name's Amanda Connor, and I've been a practicing cannabis attorney for over 10 years in the state of Nevada. And I often get asked, why should someone use a cannabis attorney instead of just a general attorney if they're looking to get into the cannabis business? And here are 5 reasons that you should use a cannabis attorney. First is for cannabis licensing or applications. There are unique criteria and unique qualifications for these applications. They are privileged licenses in most states, and every state has its own set of criteria and rules to follow. And a cannabis attorney who practices in that state should know those requirements and should help set you up for the best application, the best license submission to help you get that cannabis business license. In several states, the number of licenses are limited, so having that best opportunity to qualify and to obtain a license is critical. The second reason is that cannabis attorneys understand the play between federal law and state law, and also understand the unique requirements of each state in which the cannabis businesses that they represent require. And therefore, they can help you minimize the risks to your cannabis business due to the federal illegality status and other unique aspects of cannabis, so they can help with contracts, operations, business formations, and other things to help minimize the risk to your cannabis business. The third reason is that cannabis attorneys understand unique provisions and unique things that should go into contracts or agreements relating to cannabis operations. Again, cannabis is still a Schedule I drug at the federal level under the Controlled Substances Act. And there are arguments that contracts that are for an illegal purpose should not be enforced. Therefore, there are unique provisions that should go into contracts relating to cannabis to help protect the parties to that contract. Also, every state and their cannabis program has unique criteria, and sometimes those need to be reflected in those contracts and agreements. So having an attorney that understands the state requirements and what should go into a contract is important to make sure your business and your contracts are protected. The fourth reason is cannabis attorneys often can help with tax and tax matters unique to cannabis. Now, not all cannabis attorneys are going to advise on tax, and they may recommend you or refer you elsewhere, but there are unique aspects to tax for cannabis businesses. IRS 280E states that illegal businesses, which cannabis is at the federal level, cannot take normal tax deductions, normal business deductions from taxes on their federal taxes. That can be a massive amount of money for these businesses. So understanding those requirements and understanding what's involved is important in operating. Finally, a cannabis attorney can help with regulatory compliance, meaning once you've obtained the license, helping you to keep it, helping you to operate that license in compliance, understanding all of the regulations, all of the requirements on your business to operate. Every state has its own set of unique rules and requirements, and so understanding those is important. I often get asked, why use a cannabis attorney and not just any attorney? And I equate it to using doctors. You can go to a primary care physician for general needs, but when you have a unique thing going on, you often go to a specialist for their unique knowledge to help you. Same thing with attorneys. General attorneys, practicing attorneys, business attorneys can help with a lot of business needs, but cannabis is unique. Not only is cannabis unique across the country, every state has its own rules. So having an attorney that understands the cannabis rules for the state in which you operate is very important. It's like going to a specialist to help you with your medical problems. For this business, you go to a specialist who understands those unique criteria. These are 5 reasons to hire a cannabis attorney for your cannabis business.